Congratulations on your pregnancy. I know that first trimester can feel like a bit of a roller coaster, and there's a fair amount of uncertainty and maybe some pretty weird body changes. So today we're going to cover 15 signs that things are going well, that your pregnancy is healthy, so that by the end of this video, you'll be feeling more confident about the first trimester. And in case you're new, my name is Marie and I am a holistic health coach. I've been working with pregnant mamas for the past 20 years, helping them to have happier and healthier pregnancies. And my mission with this channel is to inspire and empower you so that you can thrive physically and emotionally through your pregnancy. And I want you to stick around right to the very end because I have one very powerful brain hack that is going to help you adjust psychologically to all these changes. So here we go. 15 signs early pregnancy is going well. Number 1, you have no symptoms. Okay, I really wanted to start here because it happens. Some women don't have any symptoms. And that can be super nerve-wracking. When you're waiting for this whole onslaught of pregnancy symptoms and then nada, like nothing happens, you feel totally normal. And that can trigger a lot of anxiety. So that's why I wanted to start right here. And if this is you, it's okay. You're not alone. For some healthy pregnant women, sometimes no signs is a good sign. So if you feel great and normal, it's okay. If you're concerned at all, you can always check with your healthcare provider. But if those hormone levels are rising as they should, then I invite you to simply consider yourself lucky. Now, for most women, in early pregnancy, you'll experience some or maybe even all of these signs. But just know, every pregnancy affects each of us a bit differently. So no worries if you haven't experienced one of these. Number 2, breast tenderness. Have you been wondering, holy moly, what happened to my boobs? Why are they so sore? Or why are they so huge? The increased hormone levels, in particular, a hormone called progesterone, causes the breast changes. So you might notice an increase in sensitivity, like the breasts might be sore or tender to the touch, or their size might change. And myself, oh man, my breast changed so much in my first trimester that one of my coworkers seriously asked me if I had gotten a boob job done over the summer. Nope. Just those pregnancy hormones. So it's good to know that the breast changes can be subtle or, like in my case, pretty dramatic. And however it happens, breast changes are good. They signal healthy pregnancy progress. Number 3, elevated basal body temperature. Now, this only works if you've been tracking, but if you have, then you'll probably notice that your basal body temperature tends to remain elevated throughout the entire first trimester. And it's another good sign of a healthy ongoing pregnancy. Yay! Sign number 4, fatigue. Oh, this one is so common. There is tired, and then there is first trimester, do I have mono levels of exhaustion. During my first trimester, I was done, completely useless by 3 p.m. and generally in bed by 8. Being that exhausted is hard, but it is a good sign. The extreme tiredness is common because your body is seriously working overtime. And I know that from the outside, it doesn't look like anything is happening. But inside, there is a huge amount of metabolic work that's happening. And it's in a really important developmental stage for baby when all of baby's major organs are forming. So all of that takes a lot of energy. And my advice to you is do not fight the fatigue. Listen to your body and rest when you need it. And I do have more tips to help you better manage the fatigue, and an awesome hack to boost your energy. So I invite you to check out the video here or here, I can't remember, but I'll put the link down below as well. Okay, number 5, frequent urination. Have you found yourself needing to pee more often? Even before baby starts crowding in on your bladder space, you might be heading to the bathroom again and again. The growing uterus plus the increased blood flow to your kidneys are to blame for all the extra bathroom trips. And overall, it's just another good sign of your body adjusting to pregnancy. Number 6, an increased sense of smell. Many pregnant women notice a heightened sensitivity to smells due to, surprise, surprise, the hormonal changes. This time, it's estrogen to blame. And estrogen can make certain odors more intense. This morning, I was working with an 8-week pregnant woman who told me she is currently avoiding certain areas of her home because they smell weird and gross to her. Yet, no one else in her family can smell it. Now, the scientific theory on why this happens is that the heightened sense of smell might help pregnant women historically be more careful about which foods they eat, tending to consume things that are good for them. So it's just another normal response of your body adjusting to pregnancy. Number 7, visible skin changes. So those hormones affect the skin too. So you might notice a slight darkening of the areolas, or more breakouts, or the famous pregnancy glow. Now the glow happens because your skin actually produces a bit more oil and there is more blood flow to your face and cheeks. These skin changes are all good. They are a sign of a healthy pregnancy. Number 8, morning sickness. Now this is probably the most famous change. And while nausea and vomiting totally suck, and it's super unpleasant, it can be a positive symptom of the rising hormone levels, specifically a hormone known as HCG, and another one we recently discovered called GDF15. Now, morning sickness is super common, and typically it is reassuring. But if you haven't felt nauseous, don't be alarmed. About 20% of women with healthy pregnancies never experience any morning sickness. So it isn't a necessary part of a healthy pregnancy. And if you are one of the 80% who feel constantly nauseous and find yourself dry heaving at random times, I can help. My youngest sister suffered with such severe, debilitating morning sickness that she got to the point where she didn't even want to be pregnant anymore. That's how bad it was. Once she finally confided in me what was going on, it was so bad. She was barely keeping anything down. Together, over the next couple months, we tested out so many different approaches. And finally, we stumbled across energy rebalancing. And that helped her body process the hormones more easily. It made a huge difference. And since then, I've gone on to teach hundreds of women this unique approach to reducing pregnancy nausea. So if it's helpful to you, I will drop a link down in the description box if you want to learn more. Okay, number 9, mild cramps. In early pregnancy, mild cramping, similar to a light period cramp, is usually just a sign of your uterus expanding. Some mild discomfort without bleeding is pretty normal. Now, if there is bleeding, it could be normal or it could be worrisome, so make sure that you check with your doctor or midwife. What helps? Gentle stretching, drinking more water, and a warm compress can help the muscle cramps by supporting the uterus, which is muscle, and that'll help it to grow more easily. A well-hydrated muscle bolstered with really good blood circulation is able to adapt more easily to the changes of pregnancy. And to help you out with this, I created a video of yoga postures to ease pregnancy cramps. You can check it out here. Okay, sign number 10 is lower back pain. Like number 9, this one is related to the growing uterus. As the uterus stretches, some women experience mild lower back pain. Again, gentle stretching and movement will help. And though it can be uncomfortable, it's generally a normal sign of pregnancy. Number 11, mood swings. If you have been feeling a bit more emotional or a lot more emotional, that's all normal. Last week, one of the gals in my pregnancy group shared that the reason she took a pregnancy test was because she was watching the new Celine Dion documentary and just bawling her eyes out. And while the story has some very sad parts, she realized that her response was not normal or typical for her. Now, the hormonal fluctuations of early pregnancies can cause some extreme emotional highs and lows. While challenging, this is a common sign that your hormone levels are rising as they should. For some, this means tears are closer to the cervix, while others might get easily annoyed or frustrated. And for a lucky few, they feel pretty even keel emotionally. However, if you are wondering how to ease the emotional turbulence, I have a video on that too. It's right there. Okay, number 12, food aversions and cravings. So the same pregnancy hormones that impact smell also impact taste. And balanced nutrition is key, but cravings can really be a part of the journey. Sign number 13, increased vaginal discharge. So the increased blood flow to your pelvic area stimulates your body's mucous membranes. A thin, milky discharge called leukorrhea is common, and it helps protect the birth canal from infection. It's typically pasty, clear, whitish in color, and odorless. And it's a good sign that everything is on track. Number 14, mild bloating and/or constipation. So pregnancy hormones slow down digestion, but for different women, it can impact them differently. Some feel more bloated while others get constipated. And still others notice that it seems to take longer to digest. So what helps? Making sure you stay hydrated, drinking peppermint or ginger tea, upping your fiber intake, those can all really help. And while those changes are uncomfortable, it is a normal sign that your body is adjusting. Number 15, vivid dreams. So the hormone fluctuations create changes in your sleep patterns and affect the way you dream. More vivid dreams are super common in the first trimester. Mine were so common, I actually started to journal about them because they were just weird. And that is all part of the process. Luckily, lots of these first trimester symptoms tend to go away by about 12 to 14 weeks. So hang in there. And hopefully this has been super helpful. If yes, please hit that subscribe button for more pregnancy goodness. All right, bonus tip time. The most powerful brain hack to help you adjust to pregnancy. Now, your body is truly going through some huge transformations right now. And I know that sometimes those changes can feel weird and overwhelming. One thing that really helps you to adjust to the changes is feeling connected to the new little person coming into your life. So I invite you to watch this video about prenatal baby bonding next. I'll share 10 fun and easy ways to connect with your little bub. And for those of you where it just feels too emotionally risky because you're scared of miscarriage and you just need to protect your heart, man, I get you. I have been there, just tiptoeing through that first trimester, trying not to get hopes up, scared of getting too attached and feeling anxious. And if that's you, then I created a very special ease anxiety meditation. It's perfect for the first trimester. I promise it will help. So hugs to each of you, and I will see you in the next one.